The reason I considered having a breast augmentation was mainly because I didn't feel in proportion. My breasts were quite small and I have a large back size, so it made it very hard for me to buy underwear for my actual size. I didn't like the shape of my breasts at all, which made me feel like I couldn't wear nice underwear. And I also found it really hard to buy clothes for my top half because I was always considering having to cover up and things like that. I thought it would make me feel a lot more comfortable in myself. When I first came for my consultation, I was very worried. I didn't know what to expect at all, and I was quite embarrassed about having to show my breasts to anyone because that's how embarrassed I was at the time actually about them. But I was made to feel very comfortable and it was very positive. I left very happy as I was explained to exactly what could be done for me to give me the best result, which definitely made me feel very positive. I came back from my sizing and saw the actual implants, and I was explained to about the projection which each different one shows, and then I got to try them on in my bra, which was quite exciting to see exactly what the size would look like if that's what I had done. After the operation, when I first woke up, I was very sleepy, and the first thing I remember doing was looking down and seeing the size of my breasts, which made me very happy. And it was probably about 5 hours after the operation when I started feeling the actual pain, which was just a burning sensation basically down from the shoulders to the sides of my breasts and just under. It was quite hard for me that first night to sit up and twist around, but that then got gradually easier. Within the next week I noticed it getting easier each day. Lifting my arms as well, moving my arms around would also trigger the pain, so I had to make sure I wasn't moving around too much. All the pain had definitely eased within the week, which was when I came back to have my stitches taken out, which I didn't really notice. That was the first time the tape came off, and then I had the stitches cut, which was just quite normal. My breasts were quite tight and swollen after the operation. I mainly think that was because I wasn't used to having it there though, so it was definitely more uncomfortable and different than it was painful. And then when I had my stitches trimmed, I was explained to about what I could and couldn't do over the next 5 weeks, which was taking it really easy, not doing much exercise, not lifting, and taking the tape off once every 2 to 3 days to obviously have a wash and then replacing the tape. Then when I came back in after the 5 weeks to have my finally the tape taken off, that was great because I was able to see that the scars, how they'd healed, which I was really impressed with. I expected them to be a lot bigger, and they're very smooth as well, so that definitely made me feel like the scars would heal well. Also, the shape of my breasts had greatly improved. At first, I was told I had tubular breasts, which is why I wasn't happy with them. And when I saw the final shape of my breasts after the 5 weeks, I was really, really happy because they were fully rounded, which was what I always wanted them to be. And they definitely just looked right on me, I thought. So I'm very happy with the fact that I had it done. Definitely do it again if I was in the same situation. I feel a lot more comfortable. I haven't been able to stop shopping for underwear, which is a definite bonus. And I just feel like I thought it was a big problem. It's basically just made me feel so much more comfortable in my whole life, basically.